Welcome to the Club 54 post-round show, live from the storied fairways of Valderrama. The winds may have calmed, but this legendary course is still showing its teeth. Taylor Gooch, the 2023 champ, is out front once again, but he's got company. Spanish icons like Sergio Garcia, John Rahm, and of course Dustin Johnson, along with Patrick Reed, are charging into Sunday, and the stage is set for a thrilling final round, and we're here to chat all about it. Welcome to the Club 54 post-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, joined by 7-time European Tour winner Gonzalo Fernandez-Castaño and 3-time PGA Tour winner, 4 Aces legend, and Mr. Swag himself, Pat Perez. What an incredible round two. The wind did calm a little bit, but that course was still difficult, and our 2023 individual champion, Taylor Gooch, leads the way with a 7-under finish. Man, Taylor looks really good. What's going on with Taylor Gooch today?
Playing. That's good playing.
He's playing.
I didn't think somebody would spread out that far. I thought it would be a little closer, but yeah, he played good. That's awesome.
You both had pretty long days today.
Yeah.
Gonzo,
I've been up since 3.
How are your legs feeling? How you feeling, Gonzo? You've been working.
I'm feeling good. I mean, it's not the best course here for walking. You know, it's quite.
Tell me about
it does get tired, but hey, it's good to be back here with you, Christian, with Pat, and we've seen some golf today. I mean, there were some birdies out there. Different course today, a little softer. I wouldn't say the wind was. It wasn't as windy. It was starting to pick up by the end of the round.
Tricky, though.
But yeah, it was softer. I think the greens were a little bit more humid, a little bit slower, and we finally saw some birdies, which was they were much needed.
Yes.
For sure, the question that's been at the top. Of my mind: what's going on with Taylor Gooch's game? Let's first take a look at some highlights following round two. Getting ready for Championship Sunday tomorrow. It should be exciting. Here's Taylor Gooch, ladies and gentlemen. Highlights from round two.
Well, it's like Taylor said, you know, once he hits his irons good, he's got so much confidence. He's won here before, so that is really in his mind. It's like Sergio, he's won here before. He loves this course. When his irons are on, he is ready to play here.
That was his birdie at 4. His putting was on today.
Yeah, he's a very up and down with the putter. When he's got confidence in his putter, look out.
This is a short putt at 6 for birdie. Slippery one. For 3.
He's definitely trending top 15 in Miami and Mexico, 3rd in Korea, top 10 in Virginia.
That's a good birdie on 12. Great look, grip speed.
That's what you need around these greens. It's all about speed and getting the pace.
Yeah, you notice how they go in about the same. They don't hit the back of the hole. They drip over the edge, which is, you know, takes a lot of confidence, and you got to be able to know how to read greens to do that.
Let's take a look at the individual leaderboard as we finish our Super Saturday, as Arlo White likes to say. Taylor Gooch leads the way, 7-under finish, right above your boy, Pat.
Huge day
Dustin
today.
Johnson, who had an incredible day today. We're going to talk about Dustin in a little bit as well. Branden Grace also having a very impressive day. I love what I see on this leaderboard. It's ensuring that we're going to have a pretty exciting Sunday tomorrow. Would you agree?
I think so. I mean, you know, it's nice to see DJ up there, 64. I don't know if I really saw 64 today, but, you know, no real surprise from him. But
I don't think I've ever seen a 64 around this place.
no, exactly. You would have never saw it yesterday.
After a long day on a tough course, very impressive stuff from Dustin. Let's talk back about Taylor for a second. What's going to stand between him and a podium finish? He's clearly good on this course, right? But for tomorrow, what's he up against?
If he does what he does today, he's going to be, you know, he's going to win, because it's going to be hard for someone to shoot. I don't think the wind. I saw the wind. I don't think it's going to change. I think it's supposed to be west-southwest tomorrow. It's not going to go, you know, from the east like they predicted on Monday. But if Taylor plays the way he did today, you know, as confident as he is and the way he loves this course, he putts the way he did, he's going to be hard to catch. It's going to take a magical round from somebody else.
The good news for him is that it's the other guys that they have to make the birdies. I mean, pars on this course, it's exactly what you need. That's what he's doing well. And on this course, when you start to be aggressive or too aggressive, is that when bogeys and even the doubles can happen. So I like Taylor's chances tomorrow.
So let me ask you guys this: if you guys are Taylor Gooch and you're getting prepared for tomorrow, what strategy are you using going into Sunday? Knowing you got a guy like DJ chasing behind you, we know what he can do. If you're Taylor Gooch, what's the strategy? Are you playing conservative tomorrow with the lead?
But Gonzo can tell you because he's played this course so many times. He knows what it would take on Sunday.
Well, I mean, you have to. He has to keep doing what he's been doing. I mean, it's been working for him. Just hit fairways and greens, middle of the green. It's always good here at Valderrama.
Always.
I mean, and the way he's putting the ball, he's rolling the ball with the right pace. I think. I mean, it's going to be hard to get them.
I think it's his to lose, to be honest with you. I really do. I think it's his lose. I think it's someone, especially DJ's 4 back and then 5, and then there's 6 back. Unless he falters early and lets those guys in, if he makes a turn at 4 under or 4 ahead, he's gonna have a lot of confidence. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take a disaster for him somewhere to bring everybody up. But again, like Gonzo said, if they start chasing and trying to make birdies, on that back nine, they're just gonna wind up making bogeys, and then it's gonna work backwards for them. They're gonna need Taylor to come back to them.
Well, there's something I want to bring up. 2022, you had an incredible run with the team called the Four Aces. It kind of feels like, I'm going to say it, feels like the Four Aces are back a little bit.
They are.
And we can credit a guy named Dustin Johnson
Yep.
and Patrick Reed, who are playing incredible golf right now. Let's start with Dustin Johnson with that 64. Bogey free, I believe, right?
I think so, yeah. I heard his name all day in my ear, so he was running. That's a DJ of all. That's how DJ played when he got to the league in 22. I know he's won every year, but it just seems like he's different. Like he's finding the form that he had, for the last 3 years, and it's good to see because that team really needs him. He's the captain. He's our guy. They need him to play well, and everybody just seems to follow. But everyone's working hard in the game. Patrick always works hard. Harold's been playing great. Thomas is a great player. They're all working, but they need that captain no matter what to set the pace for her.
Yeah, Dustin hasn't won since Vegas 2024, and since he's joined the league, he's won at least once every single year. So he's pretty overdue for.
But he can't do it tomorrow. I mean, I can see him shooting 64 again tomorrow. He doesn't, he only looks forward. He doesn't look back. Every shot, nothing phases him. He's only looking forward. He'll be looking to make a charge at Taylor tomorrow. He's not afraid of any moment in the game.
I'm not trying to pry, even though I always do. And this goes for you too, Gonzo. Have you guys had any behind-the-scenes chats with DJ? I know you have a very personal relationship with him, Pat. Is there anything you can share for the show? I mean, the fans, I always like to ask for the fans.
Nothing really.
Anything?
I mean, I've spent so much time with DJ over the last, 16, 17 years, but nothing really. Again, he's a go with the flow guy. He's gonna, whatever comes to him tomorrow is gonna come.
Yeah.
He doesn't get up. He doesn't get down. He is ready. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's playing great. He's looking forward to playing the British Open next week. He likes this course, and he's driving it great. He put a new putter in, so he's actually putting good. He doesn't usually putt good on slow greens, so today was actually a little surprising that he made so many. Because usually he leaves them short, but he played phenomenal. He'll be ready for tomorrow. But I don't really have anything too outlandish.
That's all right. I'm always gonna ask. I'm always gonna ask.
I have some things.
Captain of the Four Aces, Dustin Johnson. Hell of a day for him. Let's take a look at some of his highlights following round 2. All right, take us through it, Pat Gonzo. Here's Dustin Johnson.
Right out of the gate.
That's his second on 18th hole. Little tree trouble, but
Got to run out nice.
that's a beautiful shot right there.
Second hole I was passing him I was going down 7. I heard some claps, but I didn't actually get to see the shot. Yep. Right where we want to be, putting uphill. Bittel, this was a good pin here.
It's such a small target there on 5 when that short left pin.
This one I heard he almost made it. I heard he hit it closer than Rahm, and I heard Rahm hit it a foot, so this must be pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Even I can make that one.
Doesn't get much better than that. And a beautiful display of golf from Captain of the Four Aces, Dustin Johnson from Stinger GC, joining us. Branden Grace, thank you so much and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to see you here. Glad to see you. Good to see you playing in good form. This course hasn't been too friendly to people, and we had some condition records as well that took some of us by surprise. But that has not seemed to slow you down a bit, my friend.
Yeah, no, this is tough. This place is brutal. Gonzo, you've played here a few times. Pat's been here. This place can make you look silly at times, but your good shots can turn out badly and your bad ones can turn out good. But just have to try stay patient, grind it out, and take it as it comes. But you know, I had Pat on the golf course there with me today, and he was like, "Man, you built for this place." So you know, I like this place. I like being creative. I like flighting it, shaping it, and that sort of stuff. So it was just taking those opportunities when I came my way today.
Well, you know, we've been planning on talking about you today, but fans would much rather hear from your mouth directly. So we're glad to have you. Can you tell us what's working for you out there?
Yeah, I felt I was really good from tee to green today as well. Again, couple of errant shots, maybe one bad shot on the fourth hole, the par 5. I hit away where it left, and then I actually hit a good shot on the next. Just the wind didn't carry it as far as I thought, and then I played really solid from there on in. Didn't make any mistakes coming in, which is good. You know that the last 5 holes are tough, and you know, managed to make a few, which was nice.
So what's so different? You know, where the hell have you been all year? By the way, I mean, miss seeing you at the top. I mean, you won in Portland, but you know, I know you're not where you want to be, obviously. But what is different, obviously, this week?
Yeah, listen, I felt that you know, as most people know, I've been struggling with my hand. It's been pulling me back. I've probably not practicing as hard as I can or what I would have liked to, and I just have some things where sometimes, you know, mind plays some games with you, you know. So trying to hit good shots, I feel that the positivity and things like that, you know me, I'm always positive and upbeat. But
like
you know, sometimes when you can't do what you know you should be doing, it's tough. And but I feel like I've got everything under control. Take it on the chin and just keep going on with it. So and like I said, you know, coming here this week, a lot of people hate it. So you know, you get that mindset where you only have to beat half the guys out here. So I'm pretty good with things like that. So but it's been fun. It's been brutal, and I've been enjoying it so far.
Branden, the guys we've been lucky to play together many times. I mean, and with you, it's you can shape the ball both ways, and you control the trajectory of the ball phenomenally. I mean, try to explain our viewers. I mean, how important around this course is to control the trajectory and to be able to, I mean, especially on these windy and firm conditions.
Yeah, it is. I think if you look at a lot of the bombers out here, you know, there's so many dog legs. I think every hole is a dog leg out here. There's not one straight hole out here. So a lot of guys think they can go over the trees, and that's when the wind starts hitting it. So for me, I try to take a lot of speed off of the golf shots, try to get the flight down, let it run, try to keep it as, you know, closer to the ground as possible. And I'm just try to get comfortable. I think that's the one thing in the wind. Just, you know, you have to hit what you see. A caddy can't tell you how to hit it out here, especially in this wind. You know, I have Michael that works for this thing is out there on the team this week and on my bag, and it was just a lot of times you hit whatever you see. So so it's been working so far, so it's been good.
Now, what would you say? Actually, we want to do something with you called the form check. So we have fans submit their swing, and then we have you check their form. It's not as fun when you're nice, okay? I'm just being honest.
He's too nice.
Be brutally honest if you can, and the fans will enjoy it. But are you down to do that with us?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, here is form check on the Club 54 post-round show, Branden Grace edition, and here's the first one from Connor. He's 7 years old. Let's see how this goes. All right.
Oh,
hey, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
We're off to a good start here. Great
that
job.
was smoked.
All right.
Listen, that's good, but you know that guy spends way too much time on the golf course. You know, when you have your own little hitting mat on the beach, you know things are going your way. So, but that was good. That was really proper.
That was really good, by the way. Bryson.
That is the Bryson.
That's a Bryson.
There.
Ooh.
Jeez.
About the same speed.
Listen, it's good to see the young kids in the game.
8 years old.
Doesn't matter how they do it.
Pretty impressive. A lot of kids.
Yeah, pretty good so far.
That's been good. Listen, when is the bad ones coming?
Wow.
No,
You told me to be brutally honest. But I mean, how's this going?
We just take the submissions. These guys are good. All right, here's another one. Okay.
Yeah, good enough.
I look a little bit like you out there, Pete.
Oh, yeah. Old days.
A little bit of stop on there.
That's the response we were looking for.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
All right, so we obviously know where you're at. You know where you're at. What's the mindset tomorrow? We know you got to get a lot of points. Are you thinking win? Are you thinking, you know, where to finish? I mean, you got to get in the open zone. I know you want to get in the 24.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I know you work hard, but what is the mindset tomorrow to get as far up that board as you can? Or are you just not going to think about it and just play the course?
The guys in the media center just asked me. You know, for me, I thought my season was over in Korea when I had to pull out. So for me, everything that's coming now is a bonus. You know, it's I'm just enjoying playing golf. You know, I'm really having a good time. The guys have been great. They've got my back you know, they always have my back. And
%.
you know, today I thought I would have been a little bit more nervous, especially the way that the last couple of years have been going. But I felt good. You know, I felt like that's where I was. That's where I belong.
Do you think this kind of golf is helping you this week, where you don't have to worry about like this big long course and all that kind of stuff? You know, like Gonzo said, and I told you earlier, the way you shape it and the way we've played so many times, to see you hit these little, you know, low slices and hooks and whatever, you can hit it in all directions. I mean, I think it's probably helped you a little bit this week.
100%. I think as well, knowing that, you know, a round like DJ's is phenomenal. You know, you're never going to see that. If you see that once 8 tournaments, it is what it is. But you know, for me, it's just going out there, hitting my targets, and trying to make a few putts and keeping those numbers off the scorecard. Whatever happens, happens. Listen, I'm here for the team. I'm trying to do my best. They know I'm giving it my best. So, you know, I'm going to go out there. I'm trying to win a golf tournament. I know if I can get out there and I can shoot 2-3 under, I'm going to be in with a chance. You know, unless Taylor goes and he plays phenomenal golf and he makes 4 or 5 birdies, and so be it. But I can just control what I'm going to do, and I'm going to give it a go.
Well, I'll be with you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Again?
Oh, yeah.
He told me, listen, we're not going to see you, and I've got him twice.
Yeah,
well. So, man.
Well, you two have fun. Good luck tomorrow, man. Thanks for joining us. All right? We'll see you soon.
With you guys.
All right, more here on the Club 54 post-round show. Only 2 LIV players have won here at Valderrama in the LIV Golf League. That's Sergio Garcia and Taylor Gooch. How about this? Let's take a look back at what they did.
This is a thriller.
Sunday, Valderrama 2023. Man, it was a battle that day.
1 hole to play. DeChambeau and Gooch level.
So I kind of switched into, you know, we got to make this putt mode.
If he can put this one away, he is the LIV Golf League champion in Andalucia. Oh, goodness!
That was just a pure gratification. Like, I was so pumped, and I let it out.
LIV Golf League's road warrior. For the win then for Anaban Lahiri. Oh, he's missed it!
We heard a big cheer, so we're like, oh man.
Sergio Garcia is still alive.
Almost feels like the stars are aligning for Sergio.
Sergio Garcia has claimed victory at Valderrama once again.
If you can do it in your home country, in front of your home crowds, at your favorite golf course, with your family there, it was a dream come true.
A double individual and team playoff, and it's been Spain's day.
Love to see those 2 guys celebrating, and for sure it was not easy. Another gentleman who just recently won, your good friend Patrick Reed of the 4 Aces, getting his first LIV title at his hometown, Dallas. Yeah. And I think it's because he found his good luck charm. That new putter of his from his daughter, Windsor Wells. Patrick Reed still looks hot. Like, he's
playing good.
I don't even know what to call that one shot we saw today.
It was amazing.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't think he was going to try to. I knew he'd go left, but again, he was aimed so far right. I just figured it would end up somewhere right of it. I just thought more right than where it did. But incredible. The last 2 holes, his last 2 pars, you know, set him up. You know, should help him out for tomorrow. But yeah, he's got a lot of confidence right now. He didn't hit it that great. You can see he's always hitting balls, and then he'll balls in his drapes tonight at the hotel. I mean, the guy just never stops. He hits 100 putts, he hits balls in his drapes. He's just a maniac when it comes to golf.
You said in our pre-show, Gonzo, you had something.
Well, I said, I mean, he's just happened to play well in a Ryder Cup year.
Exactly.
And how much you want this guy on your team if you're Keegan Bradley. I mean, this is
I hope
the
that
guy.
Keegan's looking. I don't know, you know, if he could somehow even finish 2nd tomorrow and then, you know, have a great Open. Maybe. I don't know how you can't look at him. If you look at his record, you know, and if you look at the U.S. standings, and if you go through all these things, I don't know how you can possibly not look at him. I don't.
Never lost a single match in Ryder Cup. I mean, we all remember that amazing match against Rory at Oak Hill. So I mean, if I was the captain, I would love.
I mean, the way his mind thinks, as far as being he blocks everything out. I mean, he hears everything, but he blocks everything out, and he's so good at just doing what he has to. It's amazing. It's a special mind to be able to do, you know, what he does.
You said in our pre-show you like the sound of Patrick Reed getting a title this week. Your predictions are starting to get a little more on point, Pat, because it's looking like
better.
that's a possibility.
I thought I knew, you know, he's one of those guys when he's playing well and he's got confidence, he continues to go. He doesn't, you know, all of a sudden take a week off and go, oh, I just won, it's no big deal. No, he wants to win them all.
Yeah, well, he had some words about his good luck charm from his daughter, which I think that story is just so incredible.
Awesome.
That he
think
played
it's phenomenal.
with his
She was out there walking with us today,
daughter's
and it was cool.
Well, let's actually, I think we have a cut from the presser.
Perfect.
Let's learn a little bit more about that for a second.
For birdie and for the win.
You know, I looked down my putter, and it's actually my daughter's putter. It's her head, and it says the Windsor Wells all over it. And I just looked down, and I was like, "Come on, honey, we gotta make one."
Is in his hands. Oh, Captain America!
It felt very good. I love that my putter looks like that.
His daughter, Windsor Wells, still here supporting Daddy.
Oh, it's not going anywhere. I mean, not only is it the style I like to look down at, but to have my daughter on my putter, it means a lot. And, you know, whether days are going well or going poorly, I always can look down at my putter to get myself in a better mood.
That's got to be one of the coolest stories we've had in a long time here at LIV Golf League. All right, we're going to keep the action going. We're going to toss it down live to the one and only Rachel Drummond, who always seems to get involved in all of the action. I know it's the end of the round now. So, Rachel, what's going on out there?
I'm trying not to get involved because there's a lot of serious golfers right now, and they've seen that I'm here and they get scared. But I'm going to try and get Gooch's caddy because Mal's standing just here. And I'll go in slowly and hope he'll talk to me. Mal, you knew this was going to happen. When you play this well, you know you're going to get a question. I saw his ball flight out there. He's got so much control in the wind.
Yeah.
How great was it today?
It was amazing to watch him play today. You know, it was really good. I mean, when Taylor gets on a roll with his iron play like that, it's just get out of the way and let him do his thing. It's a lot of fun.
And what kind of numbers do you have to give him to hit and execute those shots with so much curvature and ball flight?
We pretty much just work on a number we're trying to land the golf ball, you know, and then we'll adjust a little according to what we think it's going to play. You know, is there 12 yards of wind or is there 5 yards of, you know, so we're just kind of trying to do that, but then understand the spin and how the ball's going to come out. So, you know, we just kind of do our thing. But like you say, when he's in that mood, his control with his iron play is amazing, and this golf course is really, really hard right now. So,
and do you change the strategy going into tomorrow or same game plan?
Same game plan. I mean, we pretty much play every golf course the same way anyway. You know, it doesn't make much sense to do it one way, have a good couple of days and then try and do it some other way. You know, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. So we'll just stick to doing what we do and, you know, see how it unfolds.
He doesn't know anything. Don't listen to anything he says.
Taylor, one quick question.
Yes.
I mean, I'm shocked you're here. I don't know what question I've got. It was a ball striking display. How much is it numbers, but how much is it feel?
It's just hard work. We've worked really hard, so there's no magic to it. There's just all that you see out here. Just it's hard work.
We'll let him do that. Go, you know, secrets in the dirt. Off you go. Let's scare the life out of him. Me and him. Cam's working away. I spoke with his caddy Sammy, and he said sadly he didn't have the best finish. But it's so tough out there. He's working on his wedges at the moment, trying to get that ball flight controlled. Let's get a little look of his swing down the line. Cam is such a good ball striker. I don't think he's actually going to hit any for us. He's just waving the club round. Come on, Cam, hit one for us. At the moment, the wind has completely died, but it is a left to right wind. Here we go. He's dialing in. Interesting, actually, with Cam. We normally see players with sticks down trying to get their blueprints, but at the moment, he's just working on a target and feel. He's got the most neutral ball flight. It's not moving in the wind, just working a little bit left to right. So much of what I see with Cam's swing is down to tempo of swing and feel. When that's good and it's hard to control that in the wind, it's going well. Who else we got? Neiman. He's got a stick down. He's working on some wedges. what I love about his setup, if we can actually get a line on that, his setup. Where are the cameras? Can we get a line on his setup? What we look for as coaches is the balance points, and he's just absolutely spot on. Arms hanging straight underneath the shoulder blades. See how he's working on that club shallowing and then just allowing the hips to clear. Oh, we've got a little one-handed shot. Everyone try this at home, it's blooming impossible. I mean, he can do it as good with one hand as he can with two. Who else we got here? Caleb, let's have a little look at Caleb. He's got the TrackMan in his place. He's got his coach here. Always working to numbers. Again, an amazing setup. Look how the hip joints work straight through almost the middle part of your shoes. It's a good place to be balanced. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get Kevin now. He's in the zone. Do you know what? I'm so impressed there's so many players practicing. And for me, it is recalibrating, getting ready for tomorrow, checking the basics, checking the fundamentals. Here's Kevin putting some tape on. Also, which I find interesting at the top of the leaderboard, is you've got players that very much shape the ball loads, but then you've also got players doing well, like Blandy, Casey. They've got very neutral ball flights. There's different ways to be successful out here. I don't want to be around you right now. That's okay. Sometimes you've got to leave the boys. Here we go. We've got Blandy cooling down with his foresight. Look, we've got the wee man with his wee man. Wee man. Kaima's Caddie. How you doing? What? How was it out there? And where's your man? Are you just watching the stripe show?
Well, standing behind Blandy, it's always stripe show, isn't it? No, Martin hit a bucket of balls straight after the round, so his work's done for the day. Obviously, an early start this morning, so he's in having some food and then rest.
How's the weeest of wee men, your little son?
The weeest wee man, this is Sonny.
Do you want to say anything, Sonny? No, bless him.
I've got the posse here.
Oh, love
nephew,
it.
Niece and my nephew.
See, it's all about the family.
Always. That's what LIV is, right? One big family.
Love it. I couldn't think of a better way to send it back. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. We're going to be hearing more from you in just a little bit later, but thanks for that, Rach. All right, more to come. We're going to chat a little bit about our home country heroes, Jon Rahm, Sergio Garcia, right here on the Club 54 post-round show. Stay with us. Joining us on the Club 54 post-round show, the Dominator has returned. LIV golf analyst Dom Boulay. Welcome to the show, my friend. You had a pretty long day there, baby.
Yeah, it started at 4 in the morning when I woke up. I've walked 22 holes of golf in wind, and it's pretty hilly course, especially the back nine. I'm a little bit tired, but I miss my man Gonzo here.
Good to have him back, right?
It is.
The
Well, I had
boys
him all
are back.
day yesterday, and I missed him today. But I saw a masterclass from Taylor Gooch today on how to play Valderrama. He's so disciplined. He plays chess when he plays golf, and just perfect spots. And his iron play was immaculate. He was pin high on virtually every single iron shot he hit. Gave himself so many birdie opportunities. He's almost back to his best.
We've got a saying here in Valderrama. Valderrama is like playing, let me do the math, sorry, 32 par threes. That's what you do here. I mean, it's like every shot you have to place it on the right spot. Even the tee shot, you can be on the fairway, but you still can be blocked by a tree. So it's like playing, as you said, it's playing chess, and that's what Taylor did to perfection.
It seemed like the conditions were not as bad today. Was there anything else you noticed about how the guys were handling the wind that wasn't maybe as heavy today?
It wasn't, but it was still blowing. It was a 1.5, maybe even a 2-club wind. But you know, Joaquin Niemann, he plays a different game. He rides the wind a lot of times, and sometimes he plays into the wind. He just had a really frustrating day on the greens. His ball striking is immaculate, and then he got frustrated, and he probably tired of chasing a couple of pins that he shouldn't have chased. But you know, that's the game of golf.
Well, can't wait to hear about all of the good stories you have for us, Dom, as we complete round 2. Stay with us as we discuss more heading into Championship Sunday.
We have two home country heroes, Jon Rahm, Sergio Garcia, going head-to-head for an individual title here at LIV Golf Andalucia. We know Sergio Garcia is no stranger to the course. He's won here 4 times, 3 times with the DP World Tour, once last year here at LIV Golf Andalucia. He's the defending champion this year. But Jon Rahm is Jon Rahm. It's that simple. This guy's on fire all the time. It's the usual at this point. These two, unbelievable. Gonzo, you're very familiar with these players. Break this down for us as you look at some of these stats here on the screen.
Well, it's as you can see. I mean, off the tee, they're all both phenomenal players. With Jon, it's all about the wedge game. When his wedge game, when his approach shot is on, you know he's going to be contending. With Sergio, it's all about the putting. His putting today, unfortunately, wasn't. I mean, it was hot on the front nine, very similar to what happened yesterday when we followed them around. But man, it was hard to watch those final holes for Sergio. I mean, he could easily be within 2-3 shots of Taylor Gooch, and unfortunately, I think he's now too far away for tomorrow.
Yeah, but you know, you look at his strokes gained approach numbers. It's way down for Sergio Garcia. We're not used to seeing those numbers, and even though, as Gonzo said, he didn't putt so well, his putting numbers aren't as bad as we thought they would be. But he actually started out the day putting beautifully. He held a nice putt on 14 for par. He left it about 6-7 feet, then made a nice one on 15, made a nice one on 16. We thought, here we go, and he obviously started the round nicely on the greens. But as you said, it does come down to putting for Sergio, and you always feel he gets a bit tentative, don't you?
That's it. And it happened. Like, you could see exactly where it happened. Today it was on 18. He was putting for his birdie on his last hole of what it would be his first 9, and after that it was chaos. 3 putted the second, 3 putted the 6th, missed a short one on 4th, and after that was it. But tee to green, I mean, it's so much fun to watch him around this place.
It really is. Well, you grew up playing junior golf with him, Gonzo. He was a phenomenal putter as a junior, and when he first turned pro, he was a phenomenal putter. I remember when he won the Irish Open, his first event. I thought, wow, who is this kid? Because he had everything, and I thought he's got the putting game too. But someone got in his head at some stage in his career.
I first met Sergio. I told you the story yesterday. It's great. I first met Sergio on a Spanish tournament under 10. And he showed up wearing swimming trunks. Swimming trunks, I mean, the trolley he was pulling was probably this high. And he just destroyed the rest of the field. Who's this kid?
And the hat. Tell me the hat.
Oh, the hat. Yeah. They had, what's the name that they had?
With the windmill.
With the windmill.
You know those hats?
With a windmill on top. Yeah,
True story.
True story.
Yeah.
I've got pictures at home. I'll try to bring them to JCB because
the swimming trunks and the hat in the same outfit.
In the same outfit.
He was 9.
It would look good to you, Christian, let me tell you.
It sounds like something I would wear. Just kidding.
But he was a phenomenal putter at the time. He was a phenomenal putter. But somebody got in his head, and somehow he started believing that he wasn't. And, well, the rest is history.
Now, I do want to ask about Jon Rahm, because when I look at some of his stats, it seems like he lines up perfectly with a course like this. What do you think it's going to take for Jon to just push over the edge and get on that podium? We know how great he is. Consistent, probably one of the most consistent golfers in this league. What's it going to take for him to really get that win?
Question is, isn't there a course that lays perfectly for Jon Rahm's game? I mean, it's hard. I mean, he's a hell of a player. But what we saw yesterday, I mean, he did struggle at the beginning with his distance control. It wasn't, I think, until the 6th when he first hit it pin high. And his putting was good on the front nine, then struggled on the back nine as well. I haven't been able to, I just follow him the first 8 holes, and let me tell you, I see he's in a good spot. Unfortunately, he finished with 2 bogeys on his last 4 holes. I'm sure he's not happy, but I think still with a long chance, but still a chance tomorrow.
I did a little digging before this tournament. I looked at Jon Rahm's win rate on the PGA Tour and the DP World Tour. He's at just over 11%. He's at 9% on LIV, which I really can't believe. We all thought when he come out here, he would dominate in terms of wins. He's dominated in the sense that he's the most consistent player. He's been in top 10 every week until the last event in Dallas. But I'm surprised his win rate is under 10%. He may go on a run. He won the 10th event last year in, where was it? At JCB. And then he won again in Chicago. This is the 10th event. We'll see. Maybe he'll go on a little run again at the end of the season.
I've got a little theory on that. I think it's always hard with only 54 holes, 3 rounds. It's always harder. 4 rounds, all these top guys. I mean, they seem to excel. I mean, it's the same with tennis. How hard it is to beat Djokovic or Nadal on a 5 when it's 5 sets. But 3 sets, anything can happen. Here, maybe the same.
Very good point. Very
Anything
good point,
definitely can happen, Gonzo. That's for sure. Let's take a look at some of their highlights as we follow round 2. This is Jon Rahm and Sergio Garcia. Here's some highlights. All right. Now, Dom, Gonzo, break this down for me, baby. Here's Sergio on 10.
This was his opening hole. Second at 10.
Dangerous pin today, wasn't it, Gonzo?
Yeah, you have to control your spin. I mean, or that ball could roll, I mean, good 60 yards back.
This is not an easy bunker shot on 11. Oh, he's on the other side, the right bunker. That was easier than the left bunker. Beautiful.
Sergio.
He started on 10, so he's gone birdie, birdie, birdie.
He did, and then he had a few good saves. He did struggle for a couple of holes, and this now for bird. Oh. Now we'll go with John on.
This is John on 13.
John on 6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
162 yards playing downhill today. Pretty receptive pin. Boy, that wasn't far from being an ace. Nearly.
This was Sergio on 16. He got, I mean, he got a free drop because of that TV camera. And look at this thing. It just almost hold it. Played beautifully, controlled the distance, the release, and hold a nice sneaky left to right putt there.
So Jon Rahm next on this. Well, that was a birdie putt on 13. He's a wonderful putter, and he's not afraid.
Look at that.
He's not afraid when he has a birdie opportunity.
Really exciting to see the 2 Spaniards going head-to-head in search of a LIV title here at LIV Golf Andalucia. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the International Series, especially, Dom, because you're here. Scott Vinson wins big after a 4-strike win at the International Series Morocco, and you were there.
I was.
To see the whole thing happen.
I was. It was a very impressive performance because Scott was, he finished at 14 under, but he was at 11 under for most of the day. And Dan Tai Boomer, the 2-time winner on the Asian Tour from Thailand, he had a spectacular last round. And he was in the clubhouse 2 hours before at 10 under par. And you know Royal Golf Dar es Salaam. It's a tough golf course, beautiful golf course.
I always say the same thing. It's like Valderrama on steroids. I
Yes.
mean, that place is just amazing. It's long, it's difficult. I mean, the greens are undulated, the trees, everything. I love that place. What a golf course.
It is. It was fantastic. They've redone the greens. They're a little bit funky right now. But Scott Vinson was very, very impressive in his performance. He's the most patient, disciplined golfer there is, Scott Vinson. He doesn't react to anything. A good shot, a bad shot, and that's exactly what you need in this game. You want to keep an even keel. You don't want to have peaks and valleys with your emotions.
So Scott Vinson could be the first player to ever play his way through the International Series to LIV Golf twice. Am I getting this correct? Is that correct?
Because he's now jumped to second on the International Series rankings behind Carlos Ortiz. But because Carlos Ortiz is a fully exempt player on LIV, this year, I've been told that it will slide. So whoever's the next player down who's not a LIV player, it will go to him from the International Series rankings.
Wow, that's some pretty incredible stuff.
That's a big deal.
We're going to talk more about all things round 3 in just a moment. It's the Club 54 post-round show, the Dominator and Gonzo. Maybe we'll call it Domzo. How's that? Stay with us. All right, the fans are chatting about all of the action here at LIV Golf League. And if you want to join the conversation, all you got to do is hashtag LIV Broadcast. Someone watching LIV Golf from Paris on vacation. I love that for you, my friend. Go Legion, go Rahm. A lot of Legion 13 fans, all in with the 4 Aces and LIV Golf League. Love to see it. Here's Phil Mickelson. It's always a win if you can capture a photo with that guy. It's hard to do that. And here's a post. The more you dream, the more you achieve. A little motivation there. Goosebumps. Vamos. Gonzo, what's your social media like nowadays? Because I try to get Dom on there. He says no every single show.
That's right. I tried to tag him yesterday. I mean, I posted a nice pictures with Dom. I mean, who was holding my hand pretty much all through the round yesterday, and I couldn't find you in social media, Dom.
I call it anti-social media.
We got to get you on there, man. I'll start you an account, the Dominator or something along those lines. Yeah, if you want to join the, just don't even respond to that. If you want to join the conversation, hashtag Live Broadcast. We might feature you on the show. Who doesn't want to do that? Always good to see your friends at the course. More action on social media tomorrow should be buzzing just as much. Ah, you gotta love this one right here too. You know, Dom, I got a good idea. One day, you gotta let me follow you around with my iPhone, and I'll just do a whole post featuring you, and we'll feature it on the Club 54 post-round show for everyone to see.
Okay.
It'll
But
be
you
your
did that
big
to me in
debut.
Riyadh. Do you remember that?
I did.
Yeah.
You didn't have a good response.
No, I said, don't you dare post that.
It was the first and the last time I did anything like that, Dom, but it's all good. All right, earlier this week, Rachel Drummond was on the range with Graeme McDowell. We're going to toss it over to that now. Take a look.
I mean, we've got another special guest on the range. I'm here with US Open champ, Ryder Cup legend, Graeme McDowell. Thank you for joining us.
No problems at all.
And you've also won at this beautiful course in Valderrama. And I normally start with some sort of stat, but I want you to tell you the story that you told me about when you were warming up here after being a major champion.
Yeah, I guess it was 2010 when I won here. It was the Andalucian Masters. I'd say I've run through a lot of emotions in this golf course. I've probably played 75 to 100 competitive rounds here, and you know, I've experienced the highs and the lows of Valderrama. So, you know, this course can be certainly a cruel mistress for sure when you're a little bit off. But obviously, you know, it's probably one of the greatest golf courses that we have in Europe, and it's got such a great history. It's one of my favorite venues to come back to. So, now we were talking about 2010. The year I won here, I was having my warm-up on the Sunday morning, and the conditions are similar to what we're going to see Friday and Saturday here, which are pretty windy. And when this golf course plays windy, it requires every shot in the book pretty much. And I was having my warm-up that Sunday morning. I was working on, it's a Pete Cowan drill, which is what we call the 9-shot drill, where you've got the low, medium, and high windows, and you have the fade, straight, and the draw. So that kind of creates a matrix of 9 different shots. And I was warming up in the range, and I was going through my bag, and I wasn't just hitting stock shots. I was hitting a lot of chips and high balls. And one of the commentators was watching me. Yeah, I actually don't even remember who it was, but you know, it was kind of live, and they were kind of live on the range with me, and the commentator basically said that it looked like I was having a terrible warm-up session because I was hitting it all over the place. But I was hitting it all over the place on purpose, because I was literally going through the matrix with kind of the 9, the 7, the 5 iron, because I knew that on the golf course that day, you get a little out of position in this course, you may have to hit a little chip cutter on a tree.
And then you went and won.
And then, you know, I grinded it out and had a pretty good day and ended up winning, you know, so that was nice.
Oh,
nice.
knuckles.
I thought you were going for the knuckles there, sorry.
I want to see you play a few of those
yeah,
shots
for sure.
now.
So like I said, you know, this golf course to me requires a bit of everything, because sometimes you got to go under some trees, sometimes you got to go over some trees, and, you know, inevitably in 3 rounds of golf here, you got to see a little bit of everything, you know, so. You know, so if I was here on my 7 iron, I might say, right, let's start with a low fade, right? So, you know, to that, I'll hit to the target I was hitting, so you can see my path numbers a little
What's
bit.
That? Is that the
it was just right at that 200 was my target. That flag right there. So, you know, just low cut. You know, what does Dustin Johnson say? If you're going to hit a fade, it has to fade, right?
Yeah,
Number
make
one
sure
rule.
It goes right. Beautiful. And we talk about
a little bit overcut there.
Face and path, perfect. -4.
-4 on
path. Open to that. Now, let's also talk about what you're doing now at LIV. You're 6th in proximity in the league, which you didn't know about until I just told you before this.
I didn't know that stat. I like that stat, though. That's a great stat, obviously.
To me, that's ball flight control. And you've made a few changes recently. So be able to hit these shot windows. You know, what have you done technically?
Yeah, for me, you know, a sign when I'm playing badly is I can't hit a cut. You know, that's always a kind of a red flag to me, where I got to come back and start kind of looking at for me, it's always takeaway. It's always backswing. You know, to me, you know, everything happens. You gotta sort of have the table set on the backswing so that then you can deliver the club the right way. Yeah. So you know, for me, so it's like I bow the left wrist. It's going to happen at some point, right? So the longer that I can stop that from happening, which means supporting the left wrist with the right arm, stopping it kind of getting behind me, so really trying to feel like I set. I wish I could do that, but you know, it's kind of the feel versus real, right? So the feel for me is this right arm sets, which gets this club face much more open. You know, nearly like a bunker play feel again, going back to Pete Cowan. You know, really lots of loft, lots of open face, and then I will shut that face down a little bit, but I'll still be able to hit fades from there. So something I've been working on hard, you know, a month or two. Obviously played well in LIV Virginia a few weeks ago. That's because I had the fade back in the bag a little bit, and then that starts to cut out one side of the golf course. I mean, we talked about it earlier, a two-way miss. If you got a left and a right miss, you're in big trouble. You got to be able to try and at least standing on tee box and go, okay, I'm going to aim this on the left side of the fairway, and I'm going to make sure it goes right, you know. So now my left side's not in play. So if I can feel like I can get that club face wound up with plenty of loft, a little bit open, and then that gives me a chance to then cover the ball and not kind of back up.
Really nice. And having played, and I know a lot of players at home, you know, how are you trying to feel that on a golf course? Because it's one thing working on the range, but the ability to trust it on course is what you've done so well. So how have you translated that from practice to the golf course?
Yeah, I feel like it's always a process when you're working with your coach and you're trying to feel something. It may take 2 or 3 different kind of versions of that feel to kind of get something that clicks. But clearly you can't play with too many thoughts, right? So I normally try and dial it down to, I mean, I'm probably a 3 swing thought guy. I'm probably...
That's quite a lot, Jimmy.
It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And when the pressure cranks up, all of a sudden the brain's moving so fast, it becomes very difficult to have those 3, and it's scary. You're like, how can I possibly play without my 3 swing thoughts? And that's when you have to rely on practice, right? But, you know, typically I have a nice wide takeaway thought. Then I have a transition thought, which is very much try and let the club fall into the window, as opposed to I will grab and I'll try and get left too quickly. So it falls into the window, and then from there it's just go ahead and just go and release the left side. So that would be the simplified version.
And strategically this week, before we finish up and let you get ready, you know, the fade, are you just going to be seeing that all the time and working with Ken to those positions on the golf course?
For sure. I mean, I'm trying to play predominantly fade. I'd say medium and short irons, probably straight to draw, but I think with the medium longer irons into the driver 3 wood, mostly fade bias. But like we talked about, this golf course will ask for some draws. Some of those fairways which are tilted this way, you may get a left-right wind, going to have to hit a slightly straighter ball. So that goes back to the 9-shot drill, making sure that the draw is in there.
Can we see a draw to finish?
Absolutely.
It was always,
again, you know, it goes back to the red flag. If I can't hit a fade, that's a red flag that I'm playing badly. Another sign that I'm playing well is I can't hit my draw very well. So I love it when the draw's not great. So let me...
and also the wind's out the left, so we're making this really good for
Let's
you.
see if I hit you like a little mid draw.
That's definitely moving left. It's trying to.
Got a little left spin on, I think.
Path 2.8, face 2.
Okay,
Your work's done, G-Mac. I mean, I hope I've given you good vibes there. I've taken you back to your major champ. I've taken you back to your win at Valderrama. We're loving seeing this resurgence in your career. Play well, G-Mac.
Thank you.
Good to see.
Let's hope the resurgence continues and we can get on that #1 podium. That'd be beautiful.
Good luck. Good luck.
A brilliant job, as always, from Rachel Drummond, but we just had a Club 54 first ever off camera. This guy, we got the guys on the driving range, and he's giving lessons from the desk. Gonzo, you're one of a kind, my friend.
Well, I have my boy there, Luis Masaveo. I know he struggled today, and hey, I need to help him. That's what golfers do. I mean, and I know maybe he's giving me the eye, you know, from the distance. So you have to keep your voice.
You can go if you want. If you need to get over there. Before we get out of here, Gonzo, just final thoughts as we head into Championship Sunday. So many storylines. We spoke about Sergio, John. The Crushers are still looking good. 4 aces are hot. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's good. It's gonna be a fun Sunday. The wind's gonna stay up, and it's a great course. So I mean, and great courses always deliver great champions. So I'm sure tomorrow it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of contenders. 4 races maybe. I mean, they haven't won since London 2023. So it's been a while. Well, it's gonna be a great Sunday, which I'm looking forward to.
Will Taylor Gooch get it done? Only time will tell. Thank you guys so much for watching us at the Club 54 pre-round show. Post-round show, baby. Peace.